Hello, everyone, and welcome back into another episode of the Bet on Me podcast. It is Wednesday, June 29th, 2022. It is hotter than two rats fucking in a wool sock outside. And my bets were terrible last night. I went 2 wins, 3 losses on the MLB. Thank God that NFL football is coming back. It'll be here within, I believe it's less than 60 days now that we're going to have some college football. And I am completely excited for that. And since we've not got a lot going on and the podcast is just terrible as it is, we're gonna bring in a guest today. I'm gonna bring in Carissa and bring her in today to talk a little bit of sports. And there she is right there. Let's just get her in here. Make sure you mute your thing there. That way, there we go. Now we won't have feedback. Thank you so much, Carissa. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
All right, that's awesome. It's good to have you on. It's really hot. Is it hot where you are?
It is very hot.
Is it very
It's been over 100 degrees for like 2 weeks.
Oh, goodness.
Miserable.
That is awful. That is just awful. So, everybody, all my listeners, this is Carissa Goodner. She has a bit of a sports background, a little bit of a medical background. She works at a hospital in the area, and she also has reffed some high school sports and played some high school sports. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself? Just tell us about your sports background, a little bit about what you do now.
I'm a orthopedic patient care tech now. Love my job. It's a good job.
Okay.
I like working at the hospital.
All right.
I like the Grey's Anatomy aspect of it.
Okay. All right.
But volleyball-wise, I played volleyball all through high school. Pretty much senior year, I did get hurt. So I followed the team around, traveled as a scorekeeper.
Okay.
Missed it a lot. And then after I graduated, my stepdad, who is a referee, he referees quite a few different sports, called me and said, "Hey, you want to do some reffing for some volleyball games, high school and middle school?" I was like, "Sure. I know all the rules. Got the outfit. Why not?" And went and did a few games. I think I did like 20 or 30 games around there. The high school games, don't mess with them parents, man. High school, I mean, it's like T-ball toddler parents.
And they vicious?
They are vicious. They'll fall into your car over a call. Like, it's insane. You shouldn't have called that. She didn't drop the ball. Okay, can we change it now? No, we can't. Go away. People get nutty. I do miss it though.
So you miss playing, just not reffing?
I miss both. The good games, the good battle games where there's no ball dropped and it's just them battling back and forth. Love those.
I would assume those are the better teams that are playing each other, as opposed. I would imagine that doing some high school and some elementary sports, you could probably come across some.
You don't call a lot of things.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay.
Like in high school, you'll call a carry.
Yeah.
A lot of girls will go up to set a ball and they'll kind of let it rest on their fingers before they. You can't do that.
Oh, yeah, because you got to hit it immediately.
That's called a carry or lift. They do that all the time in middle school. They're learning. So you give them the opportunity to learn.
Yeah, you got to help them out.
I'll call it maybe once for each team.
Yeah.
Just to let them know I see you doing it. You need to stop doing it. That's how I was taught.
Yeah.
Which it's a thing to. It takes some practice.
I'm sure the parents are in the stands going nuts over the no calls, but I mean, if you were to make every call, there'd be no game, right?
Exactly. It's just like basketball.
Yeah. Oh,
you can't call everything.
Yeah. Well, everybody's a referee, but you actually were a referee, so it must be difficult for you watching certain things.
Definitely volleyball for sure. For sure.
I've caught a few volleyball games on television. There's some of those girls. You know, you rarely see men doing volleyball. I know it's like a beach thing when they do that. You like have the two teams, but I've seen a lot of college volleyball games on during the summertime, especially when there's not a lot of sports going on. They'll televise those things, and those girls are more jacked than I am. Like their legs and thighs are just bigger than my whole body. Like you
got to put them squats in. Like I was position 5 player, so I was in the back row, like where you serve from and stuff. And I mean, you're pretty much in a squatted position the whole time you're playing.
Oh yeah, so you're sitting
in that
like seated position. Yeah. That would be. I wouldn't even be able to do that. That's insane. All right, now we got a little bit of your sports background out of the way. There's let's go ahead. Let's get into this one first. This is something I want to ask you about. So the Stanley Cup just ended a couple days ago. I guess it was Game 6. The Colorado Avalanche. Yeah, Colorado Avalanche won. Hats off to Colorado. They won against the Tampa Bay Lightning down in Tampa Bay, and the Coors Brewer Coors Brewing Company, the Coors beer, the Taste the
Yeah.
Rockies, the Blue Mountains, the ones that turn blue.
Yeah.
They are making a limited edition beer with some of the ice from the ice of Game 6 in the beer. Are you drinking that, Carissa? Is that something that you're going to be putting in your fridge, or?
Ew. They spit on the floor. That's blood, sweat, tears, and spit.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
That's every bodily fluid, but urine and feces.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there's
Please tell me it's labeled with "do not drink for display purposes only."
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some diehard hockey fans out there that they're about that hockey that are going to go out there and get that beer and chug it down, and I'm sure we're going to see it on some social media somewhere when it happens.
Oh yeah, somebody's going to crack the can open and like shotgun the whole thing, then a tooth's going to fall out. Yeah, it's great.
Hey, there's somebody's tooth. Yeah, it's
hockey.
Besides,
beat the shit out of each other.
Selling that on eBay there. Yeah, well, that's
run a DNA test on it and find out it's somebody.
That's true though. That is an actual thing I saw the other day on Twitter while I was going through the tweets. Yeah, they're actually.
Who thought of that?
I mean, it's a good marketing tool, I think.
Marketing, yeah, but you got to think about the stupid people who are going to drink. Well, okay. Well, what if they took off like the top layer of the ice?
Well, that's what I was thinking. What if they use the bottom layer? But then you're not actually drinking the beer that they skated.
Exactly.
It's got so some people, they want that dye in there. From the the painted strip. They want that on there. I don't know what that is. I guess they paint it or dye it or something. Or maybe they do it underneath one. And I don't know how they do it.
It's in between layers.
Is that what it is?
Because if they skated right on top of it, it would just.
Yeah, it would just top right off. Yeah. So. Anyway, yeah, we just figured out hockey. We just figured out hockey over here. Go us. All right, we just figured out hockey. Moving on from that, we'll talk about the Kyrie Irving drama where Kyrie said that he I don't know if he actually said this. I did see an interview where he actually did speak. Some guy asked him, Kyrie, I wouldn't be doing my job if, I didn't ask you if you wanted to come back to the Nets. And he said, I'm going to pass that to the left. He didn't answer the question. He passed it off to the girl standing next to him. And there was some rumors about him playing with LeBron again, going out in L.A. And Brian Windhorst had reported that this all fell through because he didn't have leverage and, the trades didn't work out the way he wanted to. So he's staying back with the Nets. What do you think about Kyrie's situation? Do you think he should have went to the Lakers to play with LeBron again? I see you got a Lakers jacket behind you there.
I do, not for LeBron purposes. I'm a Kobe fan.
I was going to say, I'm guessing that is for Kobe. Yeah. Well, do you think Kyrie should have tried to figure out a way to get to LA to play with LeBron, or do you think them running it back maybe with Ben Simmons in the lineup? I know he was hurt.
Yeah.
All last season. A lot of people didn't think he was hurt. They just thought he was saying he was hurt and setting out, kind of doing that Kawhi thing. Yeah. But do you think he should have went and played with LeBron, or do you think he should stay with KD?
I honestly think he never had any intention of going anywhere at all. I think it was just all for publicity.
Just smoking mirrors,
it was just feeding into the rumors kind of thing for attention.
Yeah, he's very cryptic. He's very cryptic. He likes to post a lot of those
being mysterious.
No, the pyramids with the eyes in them. He's really into all that. So he's a damn good ball player, though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he is.
He's not going to leave KD though. He's not going to leave KD.
That's probably the best solution. I think they could win one together if they could get their heads in the game. But I mean,
that's all they got to do.
Obviously, they're KD's always on Twitter going at it with people, and Kyrie is up in the mountains somewhere, burning sage and meditating. Which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just you couldn't have two of the most polar opposite, and I think that was the problem with him and LeBron. He's very meta, and LeBron's very LeBron. It's LeBron. I mean, there's no way to describe him. He's a circus everywhere he goes. Not to say it's a bad thing. It's just that's what he is. He comes with all drama. You can call it drama, but I mean, media follow these people around. You can't help it. It's just who he. I mean, it's starting to fade though, the older that he gets. But yeah, I have no idea. I know Steph Curry actually won this year with half leg of Klay Thompson and Draymond Green over here. They had Jordan Poole, who's actually really good, and Andre Iguodala was on the team, but Curry Curry pretty much to me cemented his legacy of being one of the greatest of all time, and you can't say that he's not now. And if you do, then you're an idiot and you don't know basketball because
I'd have said it before then, to be honest. He's like a little mini Kobe.
little mini Kobe.
Little
He does
mini
have that
Kobe.
mentality that you
He
can't
does.
stop me.
That
Yeah.
Kobe
I don't care.
mentality.
I will shoot it until you make me stop shooting it. Yeah, that is literally a Mamba mentality. I never thought about that before. Oh, is that all you had to say on the matter there? I'm sorry. I thought I was leaving the space open for you to go a little bit more.
I just think it was just for media. Truly, I don't. You're not going to leave KD for LeBron. Not
Yeah.
at this point in your career. It's just not going to happen.
I
He
think,
made the better decision for where he needed to be for the less drama part of it.
I think he has a better chance winning a title with KD as opposed to LeBron with LeBron's age. And LeBron still is one of, I hate saying this, but he really is. He's one of the best players on the planet. I mean, with his, well, you can't look at his numbers and say that he's not. So it's okay. What's the other jacket behind you there? I feel like I see Super Bowl. Oh, okay. You got the Super Bowl Patriots jacket there.
Yeah, and I didn't get the last one that's supposed to go on there, but I do love.
So we're a Patriots fan, or are we a?
I'm more of a Tom Brady.
Tom Brady fan.
I follow Brady to the Bucks.
So we're a Bucks fan, or we're just a Brady?
More just a Brady fan. I'm gonna watch whatever team he plays for. I don't care what it is.
Even if it's the Calgary,
I mean,
even if it's Calgary up in Canada for that, like
anywhere,
it doesn't matter.
Anywhere.
All right, then. Well, since we're talking about NFL, we've got less than like 60 days for college ball. Have you heard that they're paying these college players now? I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it because people like Tim Tebow probably would have made $100 million off jersey sales, but he didn't get any of that money. No. People like JJ Redick, he was actually on his podcast the other day talking about that, how he made more, like he sold more jerseys for Duke than anybody else, and those jerseys all went for $100. He's one of the best players ever. He's one of the best 3-point shooters ever that came through Duke, in my opinion. I think he's one of the best 3-point shooters. Like he's up there. I mean, he may have not done that great in the league, but he certainly was able to play in the league. Anyway, here's like linemen and stuff aren't getting these deals, but like these the quarterback for Ohio State got a $200,000 G-Wagon, Mercedes G-Wagon given to him for being able to play. Down in Miami, the quarterback turned down a $9 million NIL deal to go play for Miami for a $11 million NIL deal. And then here in Tennessee, we're based out of East Tennessee here. The Vols actually have a quarterback that they are paying, I believe it's $8 million to come play. So what I know, I don't know if you come from the era of, we don't need to pay them, but if my issue with it is let's make sure they're actually going to be what they are first. Tim Tebow's jersey wouldn't have sold the way it would have sold. It sold had he not played it. So we had to watch Tim Tebow play like a whole season before we knew what he was. So now the way I feel about it is you're just kind of giving these kids money based off what they did in high school. Yeah, what they did in high school. So that's my kind of issue with it. I don't have an issue with them getting paid. I just feel like, and my brother, I was talking to him about the other day, and he even said, well, what if one of them takes the money and decides that his legs broke, all season? Like, what do you like?
That's a valid point.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack. It's going to be very interesting to watch this season because of that. But what are your thoughts on it? Do you think we should be paying them that? I mean, I believe they should get paid, but not maybe, I don't know.
I will say I believe they should get paid. I said that back in early when I was in high school and they started putting the likenesses in video games. I was like, it's not cool. You're using their number, you're using their likeness, but their name's on the back of the jersey.
Yeah, you're going to buy a $60 video game that I'm in. Yeah, and I'm not. I don't even get a dime. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah.
Like that's not. I do think they should get paid. Yes. I do not think only the quarterback should get paid. That's not freaking cool.
Yeah. I don't know if that's. I want to be clear. I don't know if that's the deal. But I will say this, I can guarantee you there's no lineman out there getting a $9 million.
Opinion stands. Yeah. Everyone should be paid something. But $8 million to an 18, 19-year-old kid. I mean, I'm 33.
Yeah.
If you gave me $8 million when I was 19 years old, it'd be gone in a month. Literally.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they're going to have like financial people set in place to help them and whatnot. But
whatever, but they only go so far.
You don't,
I mean, a couple $100,000.
You don't think? Yeah, that's that. Well, at least until you see what they do, right? At least until you see what they bring. Yeah, exactly. Like
get you to the playoffs.
Thank you. Like that's how I feel about it. Like you're paying somebody like NFL money almost. Like some of these people in the NFL only make like $21 million a year. So you're paying some of these quarterbacks, and these are other positions, not quarterback positions, but still, these are NFL players. This is like NFL money. So you're going to pay a quarterback who's never played any amateur. This is amateur sports. It's not college anymore. It's amateur. So you've never played amateur sports whatsoever. You've only played at the high school level. You're just based off that, and these people that aren't, the reason people are so good in high school is because they're better than everybody else in high school. When you get to college, it kind of evens out. And then when you get to the NFL, you find out if you're actually decent or not. Like most guys that are in college don't even make a practice team in the NFL. Like it's literally the most dominant people in college, like a Tim Tebow, like a Johnny Manziel. Even though Johnny was little, he dominated. He got a shot. Well, he got a shot though. You know what I mean? If you can dominate that level, you can get a shot. Well, Johnny Manziel didn't have much of a shot either once they saw what he was like. They didn't want to deal with him either. But all I'm saying is I feel like we need to see just a little, let's see some games before we give them, NFL contracts. Like this is nuts. Like
I do agree.
I mean, I'm with you. Like we should pay them for something, but I mean, you've not won anything. Like it's just crazy to think like you're paying kids that haven't won a damn thing.
It just kind of goes almost back to the everybody gets a trophy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like how I think you're 35.
Yeah.
That's kind of how we grow up. Everybody gets a trophy.
I mean, if everybody getting a trophy's $9-10 million, shit, where do I get my trophy? I mean, where do we get our trophy? Let me line up here, but no, yeah, it's just, to me, it's that's the only issue I have with it. Like we're paying these guys money, and it's like you're paying them for something they haven't done anything. They have not done anything yet. You don't know if they're going to be good. The guy sitting behind the guy you're paying $9 million could be the guy.
Right.
So what happens when that guy's paid $9 million, sits on the bench, then the guy behind him not making nothing, just got a deal. Yeah, has to go out there and balls out and wins by 50 against like Bama or something. Like, what do you do then? How does that? I mean, it's just this. I'm just gonna say that this is gonna be a very interesting year in college football.
It is. It's gonna be an interesting year in football in general.
What do you think? Do you think Alabama gets back up there to the top? Do you think Clemson and Dabo Swinney? What do you think about the SEC? Do you think that they're going to be on top? Do you think Ohio State paying that quarterback is going to make a difference?
I think it's going to make a difference as far as he will play worse, not better.
Oh,
because he'll be distracted by all that money.
Alabama's
always going to be Alabama. That's just you can't hate on Alabama.
Just let me interject real quick. That's a very interesting point you just made right there about like a young kid getting that much money, being distracted by everything that brings along with it, and the pressure that money. That's something else that I just thought about. Yeah, now you have $10 million worth of. Not only do you have the school and all that, now all your money is right, your name and all that, but now you're getting paid, and it's like you're gonna have people like. Because now it's not, that's the slope we're slipping on here. It's not college anymore if these guys are getting paid. Now people on television that get paid to talk about people who get paid to play sports, who critique them by their performances, by how much money they get paid, are going to do this to these college students even worse. So yeah, and
they watch that. They're more impressionable than NFL players.
Well, I was just about to say, Carissa, Kevin Durant fights with everybody that says something about him. So to your point,
what college students going to do
there, you're gonna have to take Twitter away from them.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's going to be like embedded in their contract. You cannot tweet about this, and this.
Well,
you can't argue with anyone from this organization.
We've got less than 60 days left on that. And right before we get out of here, I'm going to go ahead and shout out to Capper Tech. I can't speak. Yeah. Capper Tech service that I use, I put all my picks on. Guys, I'll leave a link below in the description. All my picks are on there every day. All the baseball picks, all the WNBA picks, everything that I pick will always be on there. You can log in, you can register, you can become a member, you can become a customer or a capper if you want to. You can put your picks on the site and sell them if you'd like to. You can register for that, or you can just register as a customer, jump on, buy picks from any capper that they have listed. They have a directory there where you can go through. They have a cap census, they have a game simulator, they have betting trends. They have trend finders. links to all kinds of podcasts, guys. That is the place. It's all in one hub. It's cappertech.com. I use them. You get all my picks there. I believe Carissa's picks are on there as well.
I do. I have Captech as well.
She has a Cappertech.
It's my favorite site for that.
You love it. You like the game simulator. Is that what it is? Where it kind of...
I do, because I mean, they're so accurate majority of the time.
They do.
I've seen
8 times.
Very few that are off.
8 times out of 10, they get the correct score. They, not on the opposing team, but they'll get the winning correct score from the winning team.
It's
8 times out of 10.
I'd like to figure out how they do that.
It is crazy.
As right as it is all the time, you can't go wrong. You really can't.
Anyway, guys, it's Cappertech. Link below in the description. You can go there. You can check out all my picks. You can check out Carissa's picks. Guys, that's going to be the show for today. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks, Carissa, for coming on to the show. Really appreciate it. We're going to have you back probably Friday. We're not going to have a show tomorrow. We're going to do a show Friday, but we'll probably have you back on then, and we'll talk some more about things going on in the sports world. Guys, you're probably going to be hearing a lot more sports news babble and just random bullshit talk anymore, because it's kind of getting that slow season. We're ramping up, getting ready for the NFL and the college football season. We are very excited for it. Yes, that's right. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Let's go get those bets in.